Lindo. I'm a personal stylist, and you are joining Your Style Matters with Renee. So I am live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube every Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you are joining live, so good to have you. And as always, I like to keep my sessions very interactive. So if you have questions, please drop them in the comments. Let me know where you are viewing from. And if you are live, if you're watching the replay, I know a lot of folks watch the replay. So let me know that you are watching the replay. And if you are coming in from Facebook, let me know you're on Facebook and or LinkedIn. Good to have you. So today we are talking about, before that, let me introduce myself. So I'm Renee Lindo, I'm a personal stylist, and I guide women on their style journey from confused and overwhelmed to confident and killing it. And we do this by creating functional wardrobes with polished outfits that align with their personal brand. This allows them to put their hand up for more, negotiate better for themselves, and just show up higher energy and ready to own the joint, basically. So today we are talking about, well, not today, but every week we talk about style, all types of style. I try to answer style questions that I come through the week, talk about topical style topics, things that are in the news, and also I'm available for any questions that you may have. So I want to see, last week when I streamed, I saw the replay and the quality wasn't good. So I wanted to see if you can let me know if you're watching live, if the quality is coming through well, let me know. Let's see, and I'll try to, here we go. Hi, Charmaine, good to have you. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. And as always, if you have questions, please drop in the comments. I'll try to keep an eye on the comments and go back and forth. So today we are talking about how to be professional and still be comfortable. So much has changed in what we're wearing to work and how we're showing up for ourselves. You know, there's a before pandemic, during and after pandemic kind of thing that has happened with our style. And so good quality picture, awesome, with our style. So I wanted to address that because as I'm working with clients, that's what's coming up, especially my clients who are in more formal industries like law, finance, banking, accounting, or government. They find that they still want to dress professionally, or the industry still calls for them to dress professionally, meaning kind of suit, but maybe not as formal as before. So they still need to show up professionally, but the world has changed, and so everything's a little bit more casual. So how do they manage, being a little bit more casual, but still upholding a professional dress and be comfortable and still feel like themselves and still command the authority that they're accustomed to? So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you're not following me on LinkedIn, be sure to follow me because I share a lot of style tips, videos on LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. I share different things. Maybe some overlap, but some different things. And also, I'm really starting to get into TikTok in terms of posting and sharing. So I'm really creating videos over there as well. So follow me on all of my platforms. You'll get some different things. And of course, please be a part of my VIP style files. That's my newsletter that goes out every other week or so. And again, sharing, it's a little bit more intimate, a little bit, you get to learn a little bit more about me, and I talk to you more about what your challenges are and share some content I don't share with others. I have some special stuff for my special VIPers. So be sure to join my VIP style files. Okay, so let's get into it. So as I said, these are some ideas how to still be professional at work. And even if you're not in a very formal industry, some women just want to show up looking professional at work. And when I say professional, because I do air quotes, because what is professional really? So it's really dictated by your industry, kind of dictated by even your personality and how you want to show up. Some even talking about business casual. Some offices that were very formal before have really gone back to business casual, and even some business casual, some lean more casual, some lean more business. So I'm going to share some ideas with you today that you'll be able to incorporate into your wardrobe and your style, and then see how best you can create your overall style with some of those ideas. Okay, and as I said before, drop any comments or questions you have in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer. If you're watching the replay, drop your questions in the comments, and when I check back, I'll be sure to answer them as well. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say off the top in terms of our dress is that everything is really more comfortable. Comfort is the key word. That's the key vibe in our dress overall, right? We're coming out of pandemic. Well, I say coming out, but you know what I mean. We are on the other on this side of the pandemic, I should say, but people are still not giving up their comfort. They want to be comfortable. And so with that, we're seeing more oversized vibe, or oversized feeling in almost everything. Jackets, suits, blazers, pants, shirts, everything has that oversized vibe. Sometimes I get a little concern from clients when they say, oh, they feel like they're lost, or it's just too much, or it looks untidy. So we may touch on that. If not, send me a quick message and I'll be sure to answer that for you. So the first thing I wanted to share is how you can still remain professional and comfortable. Is we're moving from very fitted and kind of short blazers. I'm talking about women in particular. We're moving away from very fitted, short, tight jackets or blazers into more, as I said, more oversized and a looser fit. So I created some little, what you call these things, little pictures. So hopefully you can, so I'll share them, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. There we go. So more of the oversized vibe. If you can see these pictures here, do you see the pants are looser, the jackets are loose, and it's just a more relaxed. And I love how this one looks here as well. Suit, it's oversized. Nothing is fitted and tight and clingy. So that is the overall vibe. So switch out your fitted jackets, your very slim leg pant, to something that's more like this. You just look more current. And I will say, before anybody comes to me, if you love your fitted suits, go ahead and wear your fitted suits. I'm just sharing ideas on what is current, and so you can do with it what you'd like. Okay, so that's the first thing is the oversized blazers. So let me hide this again. The next thing is suiting. I can't see this so well. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can find the right graphic for you. It's no. By the time okay, this picture really pertains to us when we talk about oversized blazers and jackets and suits. I'll do them all together. So if you see here, if you see the pants, the leg of the pant is looser and wider. That's really what I wanted to show. And the jacket, this is a great kind of business, still business casual. Some places it could be business, leaning more to business. Maybe if you change the shoe, or maybe you wore a sock, or even that may be okay. And it really depends on your industry. But you see here, the blazer is oversized as well. So that's really the point I wanted to make with your oversized. So we talked about suits, talked about blazers and pants. The next thing is, you may have been wearing very tailored skirts, and what is that? That word is escaping me. Fitted skirts. I don't know why that name is slipping me. Anyway, fitted skirts. Now we're seeing again, the skirt silhouette is more relaxed. It's more, instead of being pencil skirts and really form fitting, it is more of an A-line, looser fit. And that graphic is no. Here we go. So if you see the silhouette here, do you see it's not really, it's just flowing loosely over her curves. And right here, similarly, so a nice option for work, if you think it's appropriate, is that maybe a satin skirt or a leather skirt that's more A-line, just like these, so it's not hugging on to your body. Okay. And if there are any comments or questions as I'm going through, just please drop it in the chat. The next thing is, okay, the footwear. So I know I hear from clients and on socials that women aren't putting their feet back in stilettos. They're not wearing high shoes anymore. Their feet, or they may want to, but their feet just won't go in to stilettos. So you have options. You can still be professional at work without having to wear very high heels. You know, maybe try a shorter heel, a kitten heel. Now with the boots, the knee-high boots now, a shorter kitten heel that kind of has a curve is very on trend if that's your vibe. Even a block heel that's a little, just maybe a little shorter, but it gives you some height. The one thing I would suggest is to whatever shoe you choose, choose a more pointed toe. The more pointed toe will make you look more up to date, more updated, whereas a more rounded toe tends to look a little bit more frumpy and older. So a pointed toe is better to look more current. So in terms of shoes and footwear and what you can do, so I like the look of wearing brogues and loafers, and even sneakers that have a wedge. I think that dresses it up and it gives it a sporty vibe, right? So you can still wear your suits. Try it with a sneaker. Try it with maybe a Cole Haan type shoe that has maybe a white bottom with a patent on top. Brogues, where has brogues? Johnson & Murphy has some nice brogues. The Stella McCartney has that with the wedge. So some really nice silhouettes that look professional and also allows you to show your style. You can also wear retro sneakers or white sneakers with a suit or slacks. And I love that look. Slacks, a blazer, maybe put a belt around your blazer, and some sneakers. I think that's such a cool vibe. You still have the professional look with your blazer, but you have that cool effect. Sorry, I'm seeing a shadow here. That cool effect, changing your footwear. So let's see if I can find this picture. Perfect. Here we go. So you see here these kind of loafer looking shoes. It has a wedge with the white. I think that's very classy. Loafers, if you like loafers, a nice way to do loafers is to add socks. That may be a little juvenile for some, but I think it's a great look if you can pull it off and if you want to try it. Socks that can be just above the ankle or all the way up to the knee. Like these Gucci type loafers. It doesn't have to be Gucci, but there's Steve Madden. There's tons of loafers. So we're kind of moving away from the very thick profile to a profile that's a lot thinner. So these goofy loafers are classic. And how about a great color, sort of black or brown? I like this burgundy color. It's so fresh, right? And then the other thing, ballet flats also are trending this year, but they're not the rounded toe ballet flat, right? So really be on the lookout for that. They're going to be, the front of the ballet flat is going to be more elongated and even maybe squared off at the front. I hope you can see this. It's more like this one here. Okay, so we have footwear. Any comments so far? Please let me know. Drop in the chat. So we talked about shoes. Another thing is, I think I have a picture of, no, gosh. We did that already. It's hard for me to see these pictures in this thing here. So here we go. So I wanted to show you some ideas of workwear, business casual, business formal, what have you, without wearing pumps or very structured and more formal shoe. So if you see here, a full suit and she has on white sneaks. I love this. I love this look. Her skirt, and she's wearing her Veja sneakers. That's also a great look. Doesn't have to be Vejas, but any white sneak just adds it just adds that sporty element to your outfit. And I love when there's a tension between different styles of dress, whether it's very formal with casual or sporty and formal, what have you. It really keeps it interesting. And here as well, love this look. Her black full leg pants. She has some type of blazer or jacket over her shoulders, and Converse looking shoe or some type of sneaker. Right, similar here. So I'd encourage you to keep that in mind if that is something that your industry allows and your company allows. Let me check the chat if there's anything here. No, nothing else in the chat. All right. So let's head back over to the next. Oh, and I created all these graphics with the words, all these captions I didn't use. All right, where are we now? Let me try and use it. We are on to the relaxed topper. So what I mean by a relaxed topper, and I wore mine to show. So instead of wearing a very formal, oh, sorry, let me get rid of this here. Here we go. Yeah, so instead of wearing a very formal blazer that's really fitted and tailored and very kind of restrictive, think of some toppers that you have more movement and it's not as restrictive. So I'm wearing a bomber here, and I love a bomber at work. Again, we're mixing styles. So maybe for you, maybe you do a bomber in black or in a darker green. I'm going to wear this with my jeans and a bodysuit and really be quite elevated casual. I love that. So in terms of toppers that you can change out your very formal jacket for, think of sweater jackets. So that's just basically, or sorry, sweater blazer. So that's really a blazer shape, but in a sweater fabric. So it feels like a sweater, but you have the structure of a blazer and it's going to move with you. That's the other thing that's really important when you want to be comfortable. You want to look for fabrics that are going to move with you. So sweater blazer, bomber, long cardigans. So when I say long cardigans, so these cardigans now, they're past our waist. They're like near to the knee or below the knee. That's really the look now. The cardigans that really stop at the waist, that's where we're moving away from those. Okay, so I have some pictures of these, if I can find them. No, goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. No, that's not it either. Is this it? Here we go. So here's a bomber that I think is great for work, right? A darker color, and the thing with the bomber for work, since the bomber tends to be more cash, just ensure that you're wearing a pair of dress pants, right? So if you have a dress pants, this is where you really do business casual, where you mix both types of dress, business for the pants, and then a bomber that's more casual. Here we have a longer, it's like a sweater blazer. So again, dress for work and then a longer blazer. Similarly, leather pants, if you can get away with leather, I think that's a great option. And then more of a sweater blazer just hanging loose over it. And I think this is also a great look, a darker bomber with black. Great mix. These are all some great ideas for you. Okay, and the next thing that we can do to make for work to be a little bit more casual is our pants. I did a whole post and reel on Instagram about cargo pants. I think cargo pants are they're very current, they're very on trend, and I love the look. I have cargo pants, I'm wearing them today actually in a more loose and flowy, so much more cash. But to take them into the office, think about changing the footwear, right? Instead of wearing them with sneakers, which you could, but if you wanted to dress it up more, wear it with a little pump, or wear it with, if you're going out at night, wear it with a tie, an ankle tie stiletto. For work, also think about the fabrication of the cargo pants, because the more formal the fabrication, then you can wear it to work. So for evening and nights out, cargo pants are nice as well if you have a fabrication that has more static or is more satiny. That looks good for going out. And then they're comfortable, right? Because the leg is very roomy. So let's see if I can find my graphic for the cargo pant. I can't see my pictures. And so here we go. Yes, cargo pant. So if you take a look at these options, mind the way, I think you can still see from here. If you look at these options, still very work appropriate, even if your work is casual. Like this, I think is a great for work. The cargo pant, and she has a blazer that's tied at the waist, so a wrap blazer. So this looks elevated to me. This one also, right? It's more cat, and she's adding some pumps to her cargo pants. This is a great look. This is very sporty. So if your office tends to be on the little bit more casual side, I think this is a great look with your leather bomber. You're rolling up the ankle of the cargo pants and a long shirt hanging over. This is great as well. If you see here, the long relaxed blazer over the cargo pants, and she's wearing sneakers. She has she's very current. She's hitting all of the top trends, and she's comfortable and also looks professional. All right. What else can we do? The other thing I want to suggest to be comfortable. So I touched on it before. So look at your fabrications. So you want things that have stretch. So any if it has elastin, spandex, knits that stretch and move with you. Those are also good options. And yes, stretch is the big thing. That's what I wanted to say. Make sure that the item has stretch so it moves with you. So even denim, I know initially we were talking about no hard pants, but they've come a long way with denim now. With almost all denim has some stretch in it. So when you sit in it, it's much more comfortable than it used to be. So keep that in mind. And I like dark denim for work. I think it's a great piece to have because you can dress it up or down. If your office really isn't into denim, but you can do casual Fridays, that's where you can wear your dark denim, put a great blazer on top, wear it with a nice blouse. And if you want to do some pumps, that dresses it up, but maybe you're going to be more cash. And so you're going to wear a brogue or a type of loafer. So dark denim, I think, is a great way to still have some form, to look more formal in jeans. And of course, the part, and then not of course, but the last part is just remember everything is oversized to be comfortable. Even our blouses, a white button down. We're not doing the very fitted white button down where the buttons are gaping. The white button down is oversized and it's loose. And so we're able to do different things. We can do a tie with it. We can do a tuck, half tuck, full tuck, cross tuck. So many more things when it's oversized. So I encourage you to really see what is around in the stores and online and on social media, and you'll be able to add pieces to your closet that are going to make you look and feel current. Okay, so that's it. Are there any questions? Drop them in the chat, or not the chat, drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. Let me also add here if you're not following me on LTK, my LTK shop. That's where I tag and share links for items that either I have worn when I've posted online or worn wherever, but I've added the link so it makes shopping easier for you. I mentioned at the top about joining my VIP style files and being a part of my community and my tribe. And so you can opt in on my website. That's letsgetdressednow.com. And if you want to reach out to me directly, my email is renee@letsgetdressednow.com. I'm happy to chat with you if you're ready to level up your style, or if you have some style questions and really just don't know what the next step is for you. We can have a chat and kind of see what's available to you, right? Because when you understand your style and you know how to dress your body, it really changes how you show up. It changes what you buy. It changes the types of outfits you can create and gives you so many more options. So I encourage you to send me a message or an email, and let's set up a conversation to kind of see where you are and how I can help. So I'll do a quick recap on how to be professional and comfortable. First is that we are looking at we're oversized. We're wearing oversized clothing. That's oversized vibe is really where it is. So oversized jackets and blazers, items that have stretch, shoes that are comfortable. So loafers, maybe wedge, maybe brogues, but they're comfortable and they're lower. Cargo pants is another great option. Instead of pencil skirts, we're doing more A-lined and flowy skirts. Nothing that's, the bottom line is nothing that's going to grip onto us too tightly. And suits that are loose again. So that's it. I'll double check the chat again to see if there are any questions. I don't see any questions, but let me know if you are watching the replay, if you were tuning in from Facebook or in LinkedIn, let me know. I always love to know where everybody is watching from. And if there's a topic that you'd like me to cover, also let me know that. I always want to be a great resource for you. So any questions you have or any style challenges you have while you're getting dressed or trying to get dressed or trying to keep up with trends, let me know and I will create something for you, or at least put out a post or do a live. Okay, so that is it for me. I hope you got something from today, and that is it. You take care. You have a great weekend. Okay, bye.